The $1 million soda. Let's say you're 5 years old and you wisely decide that you're not going to drink soda. And you take whatever allowance money you were going to spend on soda and you invest it, right? I would buy platinum today. But it's about, let's say you would have spent $100 a year on soda and you convince your parents to buy you some platinum instead. And you also age considerably slower, right? So while your friends are all 5 years old, you're really only 4.5 years old, right? I think that's a very reasonable assumption, actually. I'm 34 years old now, and I stopped drinking soda when I was 16. And I have a hard time meeting people who are 34 years old. I get a lot of teenage girls or girls in their early 20s who are interested in me, and that creates its own set of headaches. People think they're jealous of me for that, but it creates its own set of headaches. Believe me on that. Anyways, so you continue to save your allowance money, and then by 18, you're also investing more money than your peers because you're not drinking soda, right? And at 18, you're only 16.2 years old. And I think that's a very reasonable assumption. Because if you look here at 34, you're 30.6 years old. And I can attest, I wish I was 30.6 years old. I'm not even 25 sometimes, it seems like, in terms of how people treat me and in terms of who I can date. And it creates its own set of headaches. Believe me on that. Okay, so here's your friend who drinks soda. At 18, he has $10,000. You have $12,000. Doesn't seem like a big difference, right? Now, what happens at retirement? Well, your friend, let's say he wants to retire at 65. And you also want to retire at, well, you're 65, right? But even if you wanted to retire at his 65, which you would have a much better body if you did, you would still have $50,000 more, which is not bad, especially when you consider all the other benefits that accrued during this time, right? During this time, your friend might have been having a heart attack, he might be battling cancer, and don't forget, you get to invest all the money you didn't spend on medical bills in here as well, right? But even if you didn't invest that money, even if you took the money you didn't spend on medical bills and you went to Disney World instead, right? You would still have $50,000 more than your friend at the same year, right? At the same age, you would have over $1 million more, right? And this is at this point, you have the same body that your friend had at this point. The difference is that you have an extra $1 million in your bank account and all the returns that it's going to give you during your retirement.